discuss regarding the diode and its properties of the diode. So I'll go to the component node here. So I'll click on the component mode and then go to parts P and then click on the P. Here I'm going to choose for diodes. Here in this list we have a diode category. Click on the diode category. So we will have a subcategory here at the bottom side. So I will choose the generic diode here. So click on the generic diode. So here in this list we have so many diodes here: bridge diode, Schottky diode, tunnel engineer diode. So I'm going to choose the generic diode. So click on the generic diode. If you double click here, the component will come and sit in this list here. So you can see here the diode has already come here when you double click on the component. So press escape, it will go off, and now the selected component is diode. You can see the preview picture here. So click inside, so the diode will come. So I'll place diode here near to this. So now we will discuss what will be the output of the diode whenever we give a sinusoidal signal to this particular diode. So this we are giving the first half cycle. So we'll take the signal of first half cycle here. This is the positive cycle with the amplitude of 40, and this is the negative half cycle, and this is amplitude is 40, and the first half cycle we will work on with. So whenever we supply first half cycle to this diode, so because this is an anode terminal, this is cathode terminal, so anode and positive cycles, and it will be forward bias, and it will allow the signal to flow through the diode. So we will, in the output side of the diode, we will get the positive half cycles. So in the next negative half cycles, whenever we provide the negative half cycles to the anode terminal, and then anode blocks the negative cycle. So when the anode blocks the negative cycles, so we will not be able to get the negative half cycles. So it is blocking the negative sides of the signal. So again we are getting another positive half cycle. So the anode allows the positive half cycle. So and then we will get the third half cycle here. So this way, so the output of the diode, whenever we assign a sinusoidal signal to the diode, so we have a half cycles with the negative half cycles have been blocked here. So we only get the positive half cycles, and then we have some delay between that. So in this is the delay where the negative half cycle has been blocked by the diode. So this is how the diode functions. And if we choose another side of the diode, so if I make this diode rotate 180 degrees, will now provide the positive signal. So if I give the positive signal, the first half signal will see this in the waveforms. I'm going to give the first half signal. So whenever I give the first half signal, so this is positive signal to the cathode terminal of the diode, and this blocks the flow of the waveform. So now the output side what we are getting is the positive has been blocked, and whenever we give the negative half cycles, so when I provide the negative half cycle to this cathode terminal, it will allow to flow through it. So we only get the negative half cycles. So again, if I give the positive, it will block, and if I give the negative, it will allow. So the next positive will be blocked here, and the negative will be allowed. So this is the properties of the diode on both sides. Whenever we provide the input to the cathode terminal, this is how the output is, and whenever we give the input to the anode terminal, so we only get the positive half cycles. So we will arrange in such a way that we should get only positive half cycles with no delay. So here in this case we are getting a delay. You can see here. So here this area we have some delays. There is no waveform because the negative waveform has been blocked by the diode. So we have to arrange, or we have to rectify. So we have to bring another half cycles here to avoid the delay between the signal transmission. So to get this one, we have to use the combination of diode. So for example, so if I use another diode here, for example, I'll take it to 180 degrees. So I will add one more diode here, diode 2. So we'll give inputs to the both diodes. For example, to this diode I am giving you the negative terminal of the signal. So here I am giving positive terminal of the signal, and here I will give the negative terminal of the signal. So this will be the input signal. It starts from the positive, and this will be the input terminal from the negative, and it starts from the negative side of the signal. So this is how we are going to make it. So what happens here, it will only allow the positive cycles with the delay, and this will also allow the positive cycles. The first here is the negative cycles because it is connected to anode, so this will block here, and we get the positive cycles, and which is allowed here. And again the negative cycle has been blocked, and then we are getting the positive cycles. Again the negative cycles have been blocked, and we are getting the positive cycles. Here the second half signal we are getting the positive cycles. So if we merge these two signals, we are getting the entire positive half cycles only. So this is the main motive. We can arrange it using the two diodes, but the return has a problem. We can use the bridge rectifier to get the only positive half cycles. So what happens when we add the bridge rectifier?